Well, hi, I'm Jamie Ruby. Thanks for talking to me today. I appreciate
Hi,
it.
Jamie.
I,
How are
I
you?
very good. How are you? I very much enjoyed this show. I started it last night and finished it this morning. So,
Oh, you binged. That's
yep,
my
yep,
girl.
yep. I binged it. So, what was the hardest thing bringing it from book to television?
Oh God, there were many challenges, but of course that's what makes us excited. Um, Part of it was, I mean, finding these locations and being able to make this an international show, but on our rather small budget, that was tricky. The cast came together very quickly. I was thrilled because I got my first choices everywhere.
Oh,
Um, uh, but I think operating in a foreign country, directing in several different languages, we had German speakers, we had Czech, we had French, we
hmm.
had Arabic, we were everywhere. And just, pulling all these people together, there was just so much collaboration. I was very lucky that I was able to bring my director of photography from Jack Ryan, Patrick Maguia, and I had a fantastic production designer in Prague, Martin Vashkar, bringing a lot of international people together. My editor in London, who I love, and my editor in Berlin, who I love. So bringing all these people together, it ended up feeling like behind the scenes we were as global as our story.
How did you, what's kind of your process for going about deciding what you can pull from the book, what you have to add from, you know, your own, and kind of what you have to leave out?
Adaptations are always tricky, and what had to happen here was we needed to make amendments so that it was a bingeable streaming
Mhm.
adventure, and also to leave the audience wanting more. So it was this highly delicate process of selectivity, and Alex was very much a part of that. Thank God.
That's great.
These were his characters and his story, but to select and pick, and of course there's so much story to tell, and you want to leave the audience wanting more, but that was quite a challenging process, and we were playing with the text, pretty much up until I called action. That we were, it was a fluid thing, and we were always thinking, how can we make this better? How can we make this
Mhm.
better? So that was part of the excitement.
Was there anything though that you kind of had to leave out, either for logistic reasons or length, or that you wish you had been able to?
I don't. It's funny. I don't have any regrets about anything we left out. I think,
That's good.
I think, if we, and I'm very happy to be able to say that. Yeah. I think there's a lot of story left to tell. There's a lot of ways this all could still go. This felt like the natural ending for a limited series. But
Mhm.
if the audience embraces it and loves it, and demands it, we have much more story we can tell. We know that this is an ongoing global story, and it's rather endless where this could go. You know, Fortunately, unfortunately.
Yeah. Can you talk about some of the challenges you had? I had read in the press thing we got about with COVID obviously caused some issues. Can you kind of talk a bit about that?
Well, look, anytime you're working in COVID times, it's challenging. I mean, I won't tell you what scene, but there's several scenes in the series. I'll let this be Easter eggs for a lot of people. There are several scenes where we have two characters and action where they were never there at the same time, actually, because of COVID. And I mean, I never had this actor in this location, and then I never had this actor, join in this look. It was quite challenging. But we formed a very healthy bubble. We had very little COVID amongst our team.
That's good.
The producers were, really great. My producer in Prague, Veronica Lenko, ran a very good tight ship, and everybody was so respectful of this important story that people weren't going out at night. We really protected our bubble and kept it all going, and we never had to stop. We never stopped shooting, no matter what.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. And like I said, I really enjoyed it. I'm excited for people to get to see it. It's like talk about it.
Jamie, thank you very much.